Hey guys, so we're at a festival, and in one corner of the place there was this tent, and these teenage girls, and this variety of dudes aged from 20 to 50? 20 to 50 years old, those dudes, do you think? So we've talked about this topic before, and we've showed you scenes like this before as well. Basically what we have, some of you might be familiar with AKB48 or SKE48 or one of the other groups. Basically the idea is always the same. They just get a big bunch of young girls aged from 13 to 20 would probably be about the average, and sometimes they do things like sing or dance or something. They call them idols. Usually there's nothing particularly talented about them as individuals. Very rarely do any of them, after they leave these groups, ever go on to do anything as far as a career. There's very few of them ever finish being idols and go off and become famous entertainers for their singing ability or their dancing ability or anything, or any ability at all, really. It's basically just what they consider to be cute young girls, basically 13 to 20 years old. Idols, they call them. Idol. So the deal is today that the company that employs these girls just puts them in their uniform, so they all look the same, and pay them minimum amounts of money. Most of the girls are motivated to do it because they feel a bit special being an idol. It sort of makes them feel a bit special, being fawned over by all these middle-aged men. And the company charges money for these guys to get autographs or to take photos of the girls. And the companies make lots of money. So it's just a money-making exercise. The most famous was AKB48, and that guy started this trend and made a lot of money out of it because he's just got this never-ending group of girls. When the girls start to get too old, or if they get a boyfriend, they're immediately fired. If they get a boyfriend, there's been a couple of famous cases of that. And it's just like a factory, basically, of just young girls. So as they start to get too old, they just bring more in. They don't have to pay them much. If the girls get sick of it because they're not earning any money from it, then they just quit and they get someone else. They don't really care. The owners don't care. So it's being called, some people call it pimping, because they're basically paying these girls minimum amounts of money, and these dudes are paying quite a considerable amount of money to get their photos of these girls and to get their autographs. And some people might consider it a little bit disturbing, seeing all these dudes. It's sort of considered to be innocent, they're idols, and it's just this considered to be sort of innocent. No one sort of seems to have a problem with these 40-year-old guys standing there drooling over these teenage girls, but it's just really common in Japan. Really, really common. We've talked about it before. We've showed you this before. It's really, really common. So these videos are always unpopular. Lots of people don't like when we cover this topic. Makes some people uncomfortable. But as we always say, we just show you what we see. And yeah, this is a loop, guys. We only took a little bit of video of this, and then we've looped it, so you're seeing the same thing again and again. But I mean, what is there to see? A bunch of young girls all in a row talking to a bunch of old dudes who've paid for the privilege. If that's not pimping, what is? Anyway, be interested to hear your opinions on it, guys, what you think. Take it easy on us, okay? We just show you what we see. Anyway, there it was. More videos coming soon.